1 raised to power 4 using the Pascal's triangle. Here, first thing is also to write our coefficients out. For n is equal to 4, our coefficients are 1, 4, 1, 4, 6, 4, and 1. So, to do this expansion now, I will try and adjust 1.01 raised to power 4 to 1.01 plus to 1 plus 0.01 raised to power 4. So this is just like 1 plus x all raised to power what? 4. So what I need to do here is very simple. Right? So I'm doing 1 plus 0.01 raised to power 4. This is my question. So after knowing my coefficients, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. After knowing my coefficients, let me put this in a circle so you know it's just another way of writing the question and not something different or something else. So, excuse me, let me try and do it well. So, after knowing my coefficients, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1, these are my Pascal's coefficient. So, what I do now is very simple. Take 1, my first coefficient, times, take this one, raised to power 4, times 0.01 raised to power 0. That's my first term in the expansion. The second term will be, I'll write my second coefficient, which is what? 4, times the first term here, which is 1. 4 times 1, let me write this properly. 4 times 1 raised to power 3 times 0.01 raised to power what? Raised to power 1. So as usual, I'm going to start the power of 1 from 4 and start the power of 0.01 from what? From 0. I'll be decreasing the power of 1 from 1 to 3. I'll be increasing the power of 0.01 from 0 to 1 to 2 and so on. So the third term in my expansion is, I'll take the third coefficient. To write the third term, I'll take the third coefficient, 6, write it down. Write down 6, then 1, take 1, raise it to power 2, then take 0.01, raise it to power what? 2 also. Next, I'll write the next coefficient. For the fourth term, I'll write the next coefficient, 4 times, take 1, take this one here, raise it to power what? Let me try and write that one. Take 1, raise it to power what? 1, then take 0.01, raise it to power what? To power 3. Then my fifth term, this is my fourth term. My fifth term, I'll take 1, I'll write down 1, times, take 1, raise it to power 0, times, take 0.01, and raise it to power 5. So these are my terms. So from here, you can easily see the first answer, the answer for this term is 1 times 1 times 1, because 1 is 1, 1 raised to power 4 is 1, this raised to power 0 is also 1. So my first term will simplify into 1 times 1 times 1, plus, what will my second term simplify into? Let me treat the second term now. That's 4 times 1 times 0.01. So my second term will simplify into 4 times 1 times 0.01. Let me put this in brackets so it doesn't look like something else. Next is my third term. Let's simplify the third term. This is my third term. 6 times 1 squared times 0.01 squared. So I need to evaluate 6 times 1 squared is 1, so that's 6 times 1. 0.01 is what? So my next term will be 6 times 1 times 0.0001. That's 0.01 squared. You can, use your calculator to check that. You can check that with your calculator. 0.01 times 0.01 will give 0.0001. So Take note of that. Next is my fourth term. Let's simplify the fourth term now. This is my fourth term here. That's 4. That's 4 times 1 times 0.01 cube. So that gives me 4 times 1 times 0.01 cube is 0.000001. So that's 0.01 cube. So that simplifies into that. Then my fifth and the last term. This is my fifth term. Excuse me. This is my fifth term. 1. This is 1 times 1. 1 raised to the power 0 is 1. So that's 1 times 1 times 0.01 raised to the power 5. That's 1 over 0.01. Look at a quick way of doing that. 0.01 raised to the power 5. 0.01 raised to the power 5 is like 1 over 100 raised to the power what? 5. So that's 1 over 100 times, 1 raised to the power 5 is 1. But down on the denominator side, 100 raised to the power 5 is 100 times 100 times 100 times 100 times what? 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will give you 1 over, that's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you will have 9 0. That means you will have 9 zeros before the first one. 9 zeros before the first one. Take note of that. So that gives you 1 times 0.123456789 That's our value for the fourth term. For the fifth term, I mean, so we just put everything together. What does that give you? That will give you, let me try and write in full. The first question, the first term here is 1. Since I'm finding a constant value, let me write in 1 as 1.0000, as much as possible. Then, okay, I'm going to need more space, so let's provide enough space that can take all the terms. So 1.00000000. Let's just try and make it as long as possible. So that's my first term. The second term is 4 times, this term is 4 times 0.01. 4 times 1 here is 4. So that 4 times 0.01 will give you 0.04. You can use your calculator to evaluate this. 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 0.01 will give you 0.04. So I'll go ahead and put that here, 0.04. So plus the next term is what? 6 times 1, 6. 6 times 1 here is 6. And 6 times 0. This will give you what? 0.0006. I think that's clear enough. 4 times 1 here is 4. Then 4 times this value, what will it give you? It will give you 0.1234. How many zeros do we have here? 5 before the 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll add 1. Then 4. So that's my fourth term. Then the last term is what? 1 times 1, 1. Here, 1 times 1 is 1. Then that 1 times 0. All of these will give me 0.1, 0.0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1. So that's my value. If I put everything together, what do I get when I put everything together? I'll get what? Let me change my, the color of my pen to red. I'll get 1.04, 1.0406040001. So this is the value I'll get when I add up my answer. So, but the question says I should leave my answer in 5 decimal places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I only need to stop here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 or 5 decimal places. So that will give me what? That will give me, my answer will be, so that means 1.01 raised to power 4 is equal to 1.0406, 1.04060 to what? To 5 decimal places. That's your value to 5 decimal places. You should take this as a class exercise. Take this as a class exercise. Just, use it to warm your mind, to exercise your mind. Expand using Pascal's triangle, each of the following, and leave your answer in 4 decimal places. Leave your answer in 4 decimal places for 1.01, 1.01 raised to power 3, and for B, 2.01 raised to power